So, speaking of childhood, we... Going out and doing yard sales, we've come across VHSs numerous times, and every time I keep thinking, you know, we should buy some VHSs.
And then I'm like, oh, I really don't want to get into that.
Well, we did.
Yes.
There's a box in front of us here. Now, we haven't been that bad, because for the most part, I'm more interested in the ultra rare and extremely expensive Disney VHSs that you can find for
everywhere,
anywhere. Yeah, you can find on eBay for $5,000 to $5,000. Look it up.
Yeah.
Don't get fooled.
Yeah.
So there's actually more because we have a couple of Christmas ones.
Yeah, we do have a little Christmas box with the Christmas ones in there, mostly because again, I use them as artwork. So, yeah. I don't know. I think that there's a purpose for everything. So even if you don't have a VHS and you just really like the cover art of something, just grab it. It's fine. You can use it. Yeah. It'll be fine.
So
speaking of which,
I guess to go with that,
yes,
you should probably get that.
So speaking of which,
outdated.
Yes, video discs. Boom! Look at the artwork on this Mary Poppins video disc. Like, this is just awesome. So I do use these. I have a Dumbo one up right now. I do use these again as artwork in my office or in my living room to go with my DVDs and things. And I think they're so great, and they're super cheap. Yeah, and really. They just add like a niche little piece of awesomeness and you get a little bit of history. Yeah. A little bit of digital history.
CED, so this isn't like the laser discs that some people know about. These are kind of different.
Yeah.
Which we did talk about it in our other pickups video, but I do want to get a player for these just because why not?
Yeah.
For me, thanks to a yard sale.
Speaking of old stuff.
Yep. I finally got an Intellivision.
Yay!
I was excited too. There was a cool guy who was actually selling like some of his collection. Mm-hmm. So I got to talking to him for a little while.
Also on the movie track, because you know me, little Marv, little pop figure. We saw him at GameStop and I had to have him. We were trying to find what's his face? Harry. And we couldn't find Harry.
No, then yeah, we found that. Couldn't find Harry, and then like I think it was at Best Buy or somewhere they had a bundle of him and Harry, and I was like, that is bullshit.
Yeah, go figure. So, but I just think it's great. He's got a little red mark on his head.
Yeah. Like we talked about before, we don't try to collect pop figures because that's a whole other thing. But there's certain ones like that is just cool. I love the mark on his head. Was that from? What did he get hit with, like an iron or something?
Yeah.
Classic movie. So moving on, I got a couple of just random games I'm gonna talk about real quick. Okay. Wonder Boy on the Master System.
Wonder Boy.
You didn't do very good in this game, I remember.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Well, that's
most
not
games.
saying much, but.
Okay, come on, guys, help me out. Defend me.
A couple of Xbox Indigo Prophecy. I remember playing this one a little bit when it came out, but I didn't get very far. But hey, yard sale, cheap, picked it up. Another one was Fatal Frame 2, picked up at a yard sale. Another series I haven't really got into, but I've wanted to. And this one, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's sealed and it's going to stay sealed. So I have this on the Switch. I love it. I still haven't beat it, though.
He has a theory about the Wii U games.
So, I mean, it's not really a theory. It's probably going to be true. The Wii U was considered a failed system. And it was, sadly. And Zelda games, for one, hold their value pretty well over time. And, of course, Breath of the Wild is, like, one of the most critically acclaimed Zelda games. Mm-hmm. And I feel like a lot of people bought the Switch for Breath of the Wild. Mm-hmm. I kind of did, too. So I have a theory that this thing might be worth quite a bit sealed in the future. Not that I'll sell it, but it might be life insurance for me, you know.
If we ever have kids.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, I'm just planning for the future. That's all I'm doing. I don't know what you're doing.
So I think I showed this guy in a pickups video, my little E.T. So cute and creepy and weird, and I love him. But we were at another yard sale, and I saw E.T. And so I had to get it because it was a different model. It has more detail, and it looks a little less creepy, so that you don't have to be as creeped out by it. But I just love it. I found E.T. a woman. We don't know. They could be. They could be lovers. Or twins. That'd be creepy.
The whole thing was just creepy.
But I was excited. I really liked them.
So another video we did, I picked up a lot of Sega CD games, and the first one was one we played together. But I did pick up quite a few Sega CDs. I didn't grab them all, but I want to talk about a couple. And the first one being Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yay.
You remember this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I remember playing this as a kid. Even as a kid, I was like, "Why the hell am I playing this?"
It's not good. But again, piece of art.
Yeah. Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Again, I mean,
that one.
It's a point-and-click adventure, but I do remember playing that when I was a kid as well. And I don't know. I kind of went back and played it again. I don't know.
We'll probably talk about it in one of our movie ones.
Maybe. Heart of the Alien. This is a weird game. I don't know if we played this together or not. It's a very trial and error based game. Rather difficult, but it's kind of neat.
Sorry, guys.
And of course, Dragon's Lair. I had to get Dragon's Lair. Another one. So I didn't have a Sega CD as a kid. My buddy Matt did, and these 3 games he had. So of course, when I saw that lot, I was like, "Ooh, might have to get that." And I think it was a bid. So
yeah.
I was pretty happy. So yeah.
Yeah, it was a good collection, I will say. So then on the movie things, we went to a yard sale recently, and they had a ton of movies, but a lot of them were in other languages. And so we got Rush Hour, the Japanese version, or Chinese. I think it's Chinese, actually. And then also this Cult Classics. It's got 6 movies, but it's got the original Night of the Living Dead, House on Haunted Hill, Carnival of Souls, Night Tide, Bluebeard, and Chamber of Horrors. But I was super excited about those first 2, because, if you've ever watched the remake of House on Haunted Hill, they did an excellent job. But the old version you can't beat.
For me, I also picked up a Japanese, speaking of Japanese and all that kind of stuff, a Japanese Sega Saturn lot. It was a bust, but it was freaking hilarious playing some of those games.
I will say, it's not a bust if you're wanting to learn how to speak Japanese. Or read Japanese.
I was trying to figure out why it was so cheap, and most of it is like point-and-click adventure games, and they're very story-based, and I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
So, really only one game was playable, and that was Virtual Fighter Kids!
Woo!
Which I didn't have the American version of, so... yeah. And to go with Sega Saturn, this we picked up. I was just surprised to see it at this one store, and because of it, I couldn't pass it up. Space Jam.
Yay!
This is a horrible NBA Jam clone.
Terrible. God, I suck at NBA Jam games. I just suck at basketball.
Yeah.
Video in real life.
But, I don't know, it's a novelty.
Yeah, good times.
So
then I'm going to go down into this one. So we got these 3 guys, the NSYNC guys. It does not have Lance or Justin, but I'm going to buy them because I just need the complete set. They're not really worth hardly anything. Look them up. But it's actually, I actually was a huge NSYNC fan when I was a kid, and something I would, again, never admit until I was late into my 20s. When I got these, I never had them, and I always wanted them, but I didn't want to admit to my folks that I wanted them, so never owned them.
The funny thing about this is the fact that a buddy of mine at work, no joke, has the Joey Fatone one on his desk.
You should bring them.
Well, no, when I saw them, I was actually going to buy these for him, but you wanted them so bad, I was like, So, yeah, I took a photo, and he was like, dude, how much you want for them? And I was like, sorry, the
$10.
wife. Yeah. So he was actually kind of bummed, but it's funny, because so many people walk past his desk, and he's like, why does he have Joey Fatone? And I'm always like, why don't you?
I don't understand. Why don't you have JC?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying.
What's wrong with NSYNC?
Yeah.
He's a strange guy. But, so, these are some really cool yard sale finds that I was pretty excited about. This one,
a lot of good ones this year.
Yeah, this one I thought was funny because there was nothing at all interesting at this yard sale. And I remember there was a lot of religious crap.
Yeah.
And then Nirvana.
I
Live at Reading.
The funny part is, I think we picked up the only thing this one teenage girl threw in.
I think. I don't know. But I didn't know this was even released. I mean, I'm a huge Nirvana fan, and I didn't even know this was released. So finding it, I was like, what is this? And it's really cool because it's got the DVD and CD. Yeah, this is... As a kid, like, they didn't release any, like, full-length Nirvana concerts. So everything I saw was always, like, clips from different concerts. So I think they finally released Live and Loud, which I had. So this is, like, the second full Nirvana concert I've actually seen. I guess, unless you count Unplugged. But, to go with that, I also found an awesome collection of Queen.
Yay!
Which was awesome. And I actually didn't even have...
This was on a different day.
Yeah, this was. I had Live at Wembley as a kid, and I had We Will Rock You. So these two, I didn't even know about. So Rock Montreal and Live in Japan. I haven't watched Live in Japan yet.
Oh, really? I thought that was one we watched. Maybe it was
No, we watched Rock Montreal. It was the same tour as We Will Rock You, but this looks like about the same time as Wembley. Yeah, 1985. So
nice.
Awesome. I was really excited about that. And I meant to give, because I had 2 copies of Live at Wembley, I meant to give one to my mom when she was here, and I forgot.
Yeah, we'll get it to her.
So
hopefully he watches stuff, because surprise.
She probably stopped watching a while ago.
Burn. So my last thing is possibly my favorite thing. She does sit in my living room. He absolutely hates her.
It's creepy.
But when I saw her, I was like, I don't care how much it is, I want it. Isn't she the cutest little thing? Look at her. Look at her. Look at her looking.
She's looking at something.
Yeah, she's looking. Oh, well, she's looking over there. Just kidding. This way, she's always looking at him. Just like me. But I will say, I just think she's so cute. Nobody who sees her likes her except for my sister. My sister is just as weird as I am, and she absolutely loved her. I do need to fix up her eye a little bit, but other than that, she's perfect.
Yep. I'm sure that thing gave a lot of kids nightmares as a kid.
Yeah.
I can only imagine waking up in the middle of the night and just seeing that thing staring at you.
Oh, you're gonna.
Yeah.
It's going in the bedroom next.
Yep.
Yes.
It's bad enough I have to wake up next to you.
Aw.
Moving on.
Why'd I laugh?
So, the last thing for me is probably the coolest item in this whole stack. I have been wanting to get a TurboGrafx 16 for a while, but to be fair, it's not the greatest system to collect for because it's not cheap, and you can't really display them unless you have them complete in the case. And
Sorry.
I finally broke down, decided I'm going to get one. Went to a store down the road that I knew had one actually in box in great condition, and I got there, it was gone.
Go figure.
So I took this
Finally
as a
gets ready to
sign.
buy it.
Yeah. I took this as a sign to go online, and I decided to be different. So instead, in fairness, I actually saved a lot of money in the end by buying this. But I got the PC Engine Duo R instead. So if you don't know, the PC Engine was the TurboGrafx 16 overseas. And they also had a CD expansion, just like the good old Sega CD. I don't know why that was so popular. But if you buy like the TurboGrafx 16 with the CD add-on, oh my god, it's twice what I paid for this.
Oh god.
So with this, yeah, I'm able to play PC Engine games, PC CD games, TurboGrafx 16, and Turbo CD games. So in the end,
Nice.
yeah, I think I worked out pretty well on it.
Also save space. Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna buy a TurboGrafx 16. I don't know if I'll buy the CD expansion for it, but and I wouldn't mind getting a little PC in it because it's actually pretty small. But once I got it, though, I realized, well, I need some games to test to make sure everything works.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoops, didn't really think about that. So what I got originally was this one. I can't even remember what the name of it was.
I have no idea.
Yeah, we played a little bit of it. This was actually also released on the NES, which I'm kind of curious about. I don't know what's going on. Again, I don't read Japanese. But it was a kind of fun little game. And then Keith Courage in the Alpha Zone. I think they just kind of give this away with every TurboGrafx 16 lot. Yeah, it's not the greatest. But yeah, if you don't know, that's the cue card. So you can't display these. And that's kind of why I was not so interested in collecting. Because I like to, display my collection. But then I also got Buster Brothers. This is the TurboGrafx 16. This is actually a custom case, so I thought that was kind of neat.
Nice.
But
Did we play this?
I think we did, yeah.
Nice.
And then I got, what is this? Fatal Fury? Yeah, Fatal Fury, I believe. Fatal Fury 2. One of the cheaper PC Engine CD games. And then I realized there was a problem. There's a arcade duo expansion card you have to get in order to play the game.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And, of course, I was like, maybe that's why this was so freaking cheap. And then I realized, crap, I won't be able to play this game and test to make sure that works. Thankfully, though, the one I got was the cheaper, which is this one here. It's just a PC or a little, card that you just stick in there. Which is in great condition, by the way. Looks brand new. But if I had bought, what was it, I think the regular PC Engine CD, like not the Duo,
Yeah.
I would have spent so much more for it. So I'm like, oh, finally something kind of worked out. But to go along with that, I also got Bonk's Adventure.
Yay.
Got that Bonk's Adventure. And lastly, Legendary Axe 2. Pretty cool game. Kind of weird. I'm not gonna say kind of weird. It's pretty weird, but pretty fun game though. But other than that, yeah.
That was a half a year worth of goodies. Not nearly as much as we actually bought, but it was some of our favorites. I will say, I know it's a lot, but we really enjoy collecting and getting and playing with stuff. So recommend it. Sorry about all the swaying, everybody. I cannot stand still for very long. And also for the yawning, because it's getting warm in here, and so I yawn when I get hot. So, sorry.
She's always hot. But
You know it.
But anyway, we'll probably do another one of these after Christmas.
Yay!
So look forward to that. But other than that, thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys. Bye.